You're all familiar with it. I want you to obey my command.
There's a big left hook by Peter.
An idea of what make something.
Peter hit.
This is a moment of truth.
Throwing punches. Wladimir trying to hold. Peter trying to get him with one more big one.
It's stamina.
Oh, the left hook wobbles Peter.
Opinions about the Klitschko brothers vary widely. Some people love them, others not so much. But there's no denying that they are among the best heavyweight boxers in history. Their legendary careers are filled with countless significant fights, most of which resulted in triumphant victories. However, there are a few bouts involving Wladimir and Vitaly Klitschko that are downright chilling. Today, we're going to talk about one of those nail-biting encounters. In this episode, we'll recount a fight where Wladimir Klitschko had his fans on the edge of their seats, truly fighting for survival.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The early 2000s were particularly tough for the younger Klitschko brother, Wladimir. Despite his immense potential, he faced numerous challenges. On March 8, 2003, Wladimir suffered a shocking defeat to South African boxer Corey Sanders, losing his title in the process.
And Hose, the problem Klitschko is having, he's got his knees bent, lowering his height some more.
And there's a cut over Klitschko's left eye, right on the eyebrow. Long time to go in the round. Wladimir down a second time. And was able to do in this situation. He was able to come back and knock Sanders out.
Cannot see the left hand that Sanders is hitting him with.
And he's attacking to try to get out of trouble instead of holding. And this is not going to go well. Another knockdown. The fourth.
This defeat led to widespread doubts about Wladimir's character, and more importantly, his ability to take a punch. Unfortunately, his fight against American boxer Layman Brewster only fueled these doubts. Wladimir was expected to easily defeat Brewster, and for the first 4 rounds, it seemed like he would. But in the 5th round, Wladimir's strength began to wane. Sensing this, Brewster launched a vicious assault, leading to another devastating loss for Wladimir. Critics labeled Wladimir as weak and said he had a glass jaw. Almost overnight, he went from being one of the most promising heavyweights to an underdog that many wrote off. Wladimir himself described this difficult period. "I was devastated. I was a champion, and then suddenly I faced back-to-back defeats. I was the loser of the Klitschko brothers. It was a tough time, but I never allowed myself to doubt. I knew I could be better and wanted to prove it. It was a gut feeling, although I had nothing left. No promoter, no TV channel willing to broadcast my fights, not even my brother in boxing, as Vitaly decided to pause his career. I was at rock bottom, but these setbacks only made him stronger." Determined more than ever, Wladimir began to regain his form. After his loss to Brewster, he secured 2 early finishes, defeating Deverell Williamson and then Cuban fighter Eliseo Castillo. Skeptics still doubted Wladimir's potential, claiming that these opponents were not on his level and that he would falter against more serious competition. At this point, a new star was rising on the heavyweight scene: Samuel, the Nigerian Nightmare. Peter, who was demolishing opponents left and right. By then, Peter had 24 victories, 21 of which were by knockout. He was a formidable threat and the reigning WBO champion. Given Wladimir's recent wins, he earned the status of mandatory challenger, making a showdown between the two inevitable. Even though Wladimir's team, including his brother Vitaly, was deeply concerned about this matchup, Wladimir insisted on fighting Peter to prove once and for all that he wasn't afraid of challenges and had the heart of a champion. In the summer of 2005, the fight between these two titans was officially announced. Despite being the underdog, Wladimir was unfazed by public opinion and firmly believed in his chances of victory. Finally, on the evening of September 24th, 2005, at the Atlantic City Arena in New Jersey, the long-awaited bout between Wladimir Klitschko and Samuel Peter took place.
Sam Peter's trainer, Pops Anderson, said he's going to go across the ring and hit Wladimir with... There's a right hand by Klitschko. First big shot of the night is for Wladimir.
So he has to reach down, drop his hands to hit you.
Again, Klitschko dropped the right hand behind...
In the third round, Wladimir continued to successfully keep Peter at a distance. However, Peter began to land some punches, causing concern in Wladimir's corner.
Peter's doing something very...
Big left hook by Peter.
Man, especially the punching.
Something Hassan Rahman did to Lennox Lewis in South Africa. Now Peter gets...
Leave him alone, referee.
Klitschko firing his right hand straight that time. Sometimes he fires it down the pipe. There's a body shot from Klitschko. Take some of the steam out of Peter's power punching. Peter looping.
Got
and
those
firing.
short, powerful arms.
There's a big left hook by Peter. And Wladimir Klitschko grabs and holds. First big shot of the night for the Nigerian Nightmare. Regarded as a huge puncher, Klitschko survived it.
Big time, Samuel. You got him, baby. All you have to do is just take your time. Just relax. Cut him down in the body, sweetheart. Cut him down in the...
I gave that round to Klitschko. I don't think...
A few times. Make him back up some. You gotta hit him hard and then come to him some.
Well,
every now and then, just do it.
There's a hard right hand by Klitschko. Peter seems equally dangerous. What a swing.
The real drama unfolded in the fifth round. With 2.5 minutes left, Peter managed to knock Wladimir down twice.
And there's a little swelling around the right eye of Sam Peter.
Respect that.
Peter makes clear he's ready for an all-out war now. There were no punches that landed there, but this is going to be called the second knockdown against Klitschko.
I don't know if that was just fatigue with a little push.
Weakened legs. He's looking at a 10-7 round here, so the boxing match is
Mouth
over.
is wide open, Klitschko, so obviously he's tired.
Well, he just missed going to sleep for the rest of the evening on that wild left hook from Peter that came up just a little bit short.
Peter has made Klitschko bring his body down, so they're similar heights now.
2 knockdowns in the round.
Although Wladimir got back on his feet, critics rejoiced, convinced that the end was near. However, during the break between rounds, Wladimir's eyes showed a resolve not seen in his previous defeats. It was clear to everyone that the night was far from over. From rounds 5 to 9, Klitschko regained control of the fight. The Ukrainian champion successfully landed his long and powerful punches from both hands. Credit must go to Peter, who endured these blows and occasionally countered.
The jab, when he sticks it hard, creates space. His right hand.
It's corner, he's just frustrated. He just picks his left hook, crosses the back foot with the left hook.
2 big right hands from Klitschko in the center of the ring.
You're gonna get rid of that left jab, will do that.
Now Peter lands a jab. Klitschko comes. Now round. Hard right handing. Straight right hand again.
You see he stands right there.
Peter's palpable absence of energy makes it very easy to score those rounds. Left hook by Klitschko, little right by Peter, neither. Big right hand by Wladimir Klitschko, and he moves away.
Don't follow a puncher around without throwing punches.
Peter walking
He's
in.
cured now. He can say, I've had a cure. Peter looking for it.
This is a moment of truth. for Klitschko.
Third knockdown of the fight for Peter. Only 7 seconds left in the 10th round.
The referee,
Klitschko may not know that.
the referee should...
But this was a different Klitschko compared to a few years ago. There was no surrender this time. During the break, Klitschko regrouped and dominated the subsequent championship rounds. He not only took control of the fight, but also overwhelmed his opponent, delivering a performance that was nothing short of spectacular.
Who wants to be a heavyweight champion? Who has the guts? Who has the courage? Who has the self-possession to get through these last 2 rounds?
Absolutely, one hits on the while he's wrestling.
Neither's been warned for either.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, not many
The judges moving back and forward and rocking like a fan.
talking. Right hand lands for Wladimir.
You see, Peter's accustomed to hit.
Wobbles Peter.
10 seconds. Peter's only got.
Wladimir Klitschko.
The final bell rang, and there was no doubt about Klitschko's victory. However, the outcome was more than just a win. In this bout, Klitschko proved something much more significant, something that had long been mocked by critics: his character and courage. Facing a dangerous opponent, being knocked down multiple times, yet refusing to give up and securing a unanimous victory, showcased immense bravery. That night, Wladimir Klitschko demonstrated his full mettle to the world. Fast forward 5 years, and the paths of our 2 main protagonists crossed again in Germany. Since their first encounter, Klitschko had evolved from a relatively young fighter into an undisputed champion across 3 versions. This was a different Klitschko, stronger, more powerful, a knockout machine. This time, Samuel Peter had no chance. The fight only confirmed this fact, with Klitschko finishing Peter off in the 10th round.
So painful. Peter's corner, I think, the comedy stopping.
He's done with here. Samuel Peter showing up the gun. Down he goes. Painful has stepped in earlier there. Does stop the fight without it.
Friends, as I mentioned earlier, opinions on the Klitschko brothers may vary. But looking at the current state of the heavyweight division and the rapid turnover of champions, one must acknowledge the Ukrainians' remarkable achievement of holding on to their titles for nearly a decade. This is truly unique and deserves your attention. Give a like to the Klitschko brothers.